Okay,
You know, to
and
make like a hard
we're recording
Baja
once
Blast,
more.
Yes.
I have seen that. I have
That's
seen that.
boss.
it's busting.
We started a different recording because that one was full of racial slurs.
I don't think one was ever said.
So, what happened last week? Before anybody who wasn't there last week says I wasn't there, so I don't know, you don't have to do the recap. It's all right.
Okay, so Mina, you have to do the recap.
Wait, last week?
Can I get a TLDR before I do the recap?
Last session.
Can I do a TL?
There.
Can I get a recap before the recap?
So what happened last session? The people that were there and can testify.
Oh my goodness.
Don't say that word.
It trigger you?
We took a day to rest after we came back from the forest. I believe it was the Scarmore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the Scarmore Forest. I'm looking at Hazelburg and I'm like, that's not right. That's nowhere close to us. We came back from the Scarmore Forest. We rested after our encounter in the Tomb of the Blood Mistress. Some of us spent our time training. Some of us spent our time having relationship issues.
If somebody wants to, jump in.
We had a duality of relationship problems, and also Scraps experiencing chocolate for the first time.
Pancakes as well.
And the second kitchen adventure.
Yeah.
There sure was quite a duality there.
The Great Kitchen Heist Part 2.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And then the pinnacle of both those experiences, Scraps experiencing pancake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
in which Owain almost lost a finger.
Keyword almost. I still have them. All 11 of them.
Wait a second.
Cool. Anything else of note happened?
Acacia had some minor disagreements.
Yeah, again,
okay.
does anybody else want to jump in so Ricky's not
I'm
recapping
so
the things
sorry.
that people like?
I'm
that
so
he,
sorry. I
doesn't know what
absolutely
people did.
I absolutely would recap, but I completely forget what happened last session.
And that's why we take notes.
Acacia and Felix finally fucking talked their shit out, and he finally recognized that she's a different person than she used to be, and she said, okay, bye, fuck you, bye. I'm gone, let me leave, bye.
He wasn't, keeping you there.
No, well, he did go searching in the forest and then fucking guilt-tripped me about leaving, so, yeah.
In his defense.
He has no defense.
Yes, he does.
He has quite a few, actually.
He has several defenses.
We hashed this out last week.
Yeah.
No, we did hash this out last week. He was in the right. He was also in the wrong.
Yeah.
Neither of them was in the right, quite frankly.
They both suck. Gigi,
They
go
both
next.
suck, yeah. Neither of them is dealing with their feelings in a healthy manner, but...
Yeah, and Acacia almost walked off set stage right. And then Valor and Scraps went up to her and were like, hey, we would like a friend to come with us to this new journey. Oh, where are you guys going? We don't know yet.
Yeah, we sure didn't exactly actually decide where we're going, just that we're all going.
We kind of decided at the end of the session, but that was out of game.
Yeah.
We were going
in character,
up to
we did not decide where we're going.
Protocraz? Is that how you say it, Alec?
Kodorkraz.
Kodorkraz?
Kodorkraz.
Kodorkraz.
Yeah, you got it, man.
There we go. Kodorkraz. Yeah, we out of game decided that we were gonna go in that direction the next morning. After we got our supplies and all of that.
So, do we want to pick up, like, the night that, Valor and Scraps kind of, like, caught Acacia? Or do we want to pick up, like, the next morning after everybody is, like, gotten, like, their rest in and is, you know, like, in the same tavern, kind of, like, deciding where to go?
We can probably start on the road to the capital, TBH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what time are we leaving? That night or the morning of?
We should probably leave the morning of, so that way we have light.
Okay.
Right, sure. Yeah. You all, wake up, have your breakfast, and kind of, as a group, discuss where you'll be heading. Kodorkraz, the capital of Netherin, seems to be a destination that several people in the party seem curious about, or have dealings within. So, getting a bit of supplies, and the very, like, cheerful, and very kind and generous tieflings of the village of Alderbur offer you 2 horses and kind of like a wagon that's been, you know, used fairly heavily, but is in pretty good condition and will survive most, you know, like roads, but you know, you're not gonna be taking it up into the mountains or anything. The air is fresh, the sky is clear without a single cloud in the sky. You feel a strong breeze from the west. Perhaps a storm is approaching in the next few days. The wagon rolls happily along the well-worn road, though it's fairly barren, quiet. As you approach, large scorch marks along the road that kind of stretch out for miles, the remnant scars of the earth that are still here even 5 years later, a reminder of the Titan Elder dragging their sword across from Kesgrave to Alagard in a horrible siege that destroyed both fairly large and populous cities. Yes, Wiki.
Since we're going across this large, essentially land scar, I would like to take a second to see, like, evaluate the damage with Druidcraft. I was just going to put my hand on the ground and see if things could grow on it.
Okay. First of all, who is driving the cart?
I don't have the proficiency for it.
Zuru would happily offer, but he doesn't know how, but he would.
I'm used to just robbing carts.
Oh wait, I think I am proficient.
Are you proficient with land vehicles?
Let me check. Yeah, I am, because I have like the soldier background.
Okay. Then Zero volunteers to drive the cart, and you know it's not what you're used to. The mounts in the Shadow City in Arnardarg have a lot more legs than this, but it works out. The horses are very well trained and kind of follow your direction very easily, and you don't really have to roll anything for now. Yeah, as you make your way, Valor kind of seems to want you to stop the cart, and
Jared will come to a stop, and he's gonna look at the scorch marks and go, "Wow, this is pretty crazy, right, guys? It's like there was a war here or something." Oof.
Nothing major.
The land is very much dead.
Nothing major.
It is just kind of like not even like black or ashy. It's just like dead grass. Like yeah, Valor, make a nature check for me.
Even if I use the cantrip?
Druidcraft, you're like, you know, creating something. It's not like a, you know, it's like a sensor. 7. As of right now, no. Things will not be able to kind of grow, at least like in this long stretch of like patchy dead grass, unless someone makes the effort to like, you know, purify this entire area. Then, you know, yeah. Or maybe like over the next couple of years as like, you know, fresher grass starts to like grow underneath it, or like, you know, the soil is better maintained. But like right now it's no, nothing's gonna grow there for the next like, you know, couple of years.
Without a word, Valor's just gonna get back on the cart.
Okay.
Okay. He's gonna keep going.
All right.
Wait, how? Slightly off topic. How big is Valor again?
Let me go look at his bio. 6'8",
How heavy does he weigh?
400 pounds.
This poor fucking cart.
Yeah, as soon as I got off of it, it like started like it shook to one side, and as soon as I got back on, everybody just like leans in one direction.
Yep. I feel like
There's a reason.
you just sit like straight in the middle of the cart.
There's a reason why President like Taft wasn't allowed to have a horse-drawn cart.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Well, it's fine. This is Fantasyland.
Immersion.
Strong horses.
Immersion.
All right. I mean, Roland, do you want to go back to Alderbur and get 2 more horses and another cart specifically
no.
for Valor? My immersion.
No.
Do you want to count down exactly how much gold that the horses cost? Because I can do immersive.
No.
I'm just.
I was being slightly facetious.
Slightly.
Mostly.
It takes about 2 days of travel to Quartercross. And as you guys travel, you know, it's about like late afternoon as you begin crossing these long like burn marks of destruction into these just black and ashy wastes of dead grass. Not a single tree or flower or really even like animal scampers around. It's just quiet and an almost like deafening sound, as if it's like kind of like your ears are like about to pop like underwater or something. And as the sun slowly begins to set, painting the sky in this kind of cold purple, and then a deep dark blue as a full moon shines above the sky. Do you all continue to trek on, or are you making camp for the night?
Do the horses look like they need a break?
Very much so, but it's more of like they can like rest for like, you know, an hour and then kind of get back onto it. These are horses made for like transporting like heavy amounts of material across like various roads of the country. So, you know, you guys could take a break and then just continue on throughout the night.
It might be best.
Zuru's gonna. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Go ahead.
Oh, he was just gonna look back and say, all right, gang. I think we should stop for the night, or maybe rest for an hour and keep going. These guys, they're real weird looking. He's gonna point at the horses. They can keep going after an hour or two.
It's probably best if we stop for the night. I mean, not that I expect anything bad to happen on the road, but it wouldn't be good for us all to be tired and have something happen tomorrow.
I agree. Traveling at night's not the safest.
Odd takes, but I'm fine with that.
Why did they only have 4 legs?
What?
Just kidding.
I didn't know they came with more. Was that like a premium option for horses?
It's just a joke because Zero's from the Underdark where they like ride spiders. Zero's probably never seen a horse in his life.
He probably does think they're weird looking spiders. Like, what the fuck are these?
They're super hairy.
Oh, wait,
They're gonna try to
no.
feed them-
No, there's something even funnier. Okay. In the Underdark, there's like these weird like goat bull things.
Oh yeah.
And so they're like, wow, this is a weird goat.
Where does the web come out of?
Where does the web come out of?
Zero's just like, are you gonna spit up like a web hairball or something? The fuck? The entire group is just like, okay.
It's funny.
I jokingly suggest to lift up their tail.
Yeah, but I agree. We should rest for the night.
Do you guys just make camp by the side of the road, or find like a more secluded area?
Probably find a more secluded area.
All right. Whoever is looking for a good place to make some like a camp, just give me either perception or survival check. Whoever wants to. Sick. You are flipping up the horse's tail and making sure there's no like web residue.
Okay.
11, 10.
Oh, I forgot to turn off advantage.
No, 4.
Leaky horses.
Alright. Yeah, I'd say like Valor and Roland. Roland, you're fairly used to having to make camp whenever you're out on the road. And Valor, very attuned to nature, you both working together, find kind of like a large hill that was seemingly split in two by the massive sword that was dragged across, and now kind of forms this like shallow like canyon almost, and it's been like completely like overgrown with both of you give me either nature or survival checks. Okay. Nice. These almost like strange, weirdly like tendril like trees, and as you like kind of get close to them, Roland and Valor, you kind of like place your hand on it, your druidcraft cantrip kind of like trying to interact with this. This is not something made of bark, but a coalition of like strange ash and dew, trying to form something that is like a, you know, natural based tree. Almost as if like the land is trying to recover into something that it recognizes, but just doesn't have like the natural
Material to work with.
Yeah. So it's just this weird like coalition of trees made of like ash and gravel and kind of like polished stone and dead grass, all just kind of like lumped together. And there are a couple of like divots in this shallow canyon that you can kind of like park your cart in. With an 11 out of 10, you do find like very sparse water that like the horses could drink out of, but it's not like a pond or a river or anything. More so, it's probably just like very shallow collections of like mounds of dirt that have been rained in, and just hasn't been evaporated yet.
Gross, but okay.
Yeah, this whole place is gross.
I was more referring to stagnant water.
Alrighty.
Nature is beautiful.
Nature is metal. What are you?
Can you guys believe that I've never played a single like Dark Souls game or anything?
Oh,
I absolutely can believe.
Can I drink the water?
I wouldn't recommend
Give
it.
me a Constitution
I
saving
would
throw.
not recommend it. But you know, go for it.
Roland, you're about to like call out to the group like, by the way, like might be safe for the horses, but you guys shouldn't drink it. Right as like Scraps just walks right past you and just
Oh my
dunks
fucking
their
God.
head into the water.
Can I like try and grab him by the neck?
Okay, sure. Make an athletics check, and Scraps make either athletics or acrobatics check. with like
You got out athleticsed by the rogue.
well, no, Scraps rolled acrobatics, but still. Yeah.
Oh wait, I should have rolled athletics.
No, too bad.
Fuck. Anyway, yeah, I was like, oh, never mind.
Roland, you like as you finish saying that, without even looking, you just like reach back behind you, like
I'm
grab
biting his
Scraps
hand.
by the scruff.
Wait, you're biting my what?
Your hand.
Oh. Good thing I have a glove on. Otherwise I get like
rabies.
Goblin rabies.
And it's just like a little goblin creature, like, just like sloth wrapped around your arm, just like like biting into you. And you just kind of like try to wave them off.
I want it to be known that it is not playful. It's very aggressive, and Scrap's very uncomfortable.
But it looks adorable.
That's
I'm just
funny.
like violently
There's a-
shaking my arm around.
So he's gonna try to like pull Roland off of Scraps. Whoa. Let's not get handsy here.
I'm gonna try to
Pull
pull Scraps
Roland.
off of Roland.
I don't want the little thing getting dysentery. That doesn't sound like a fun time.
He can
Saying.
drink what he wants. And if there's perfectly good water on the ground, he should be able to drink it.
I
meanwhile-
wouldn't say it's perfectly good, but you know what? It's you live life.
Meanwhile, while
You're gonna be
Roland is
living
little
long.
while Roland is having this conversation with Zero, fucking
Yeah, Valor,
Valor.
make an athletics check.
Valor's just like telling Scraps, you can have the water. Just please stop biting the poor man.
Valor, you 100% know that if Scraps drinks that water, they're gonna have a tummy ache. 12.
I can-
You just,
I can
like-
fix a tummy ache. Don't worry.
You just grab Scraps like underneath their arms and like pull them off of Roland and just kind of hold them like a little toddler.
My stomach hurt.
It could just be a learning experience.
It's
Scraps
She's this
growling.
type of mom that's just like, let them play with the fire. How else would they learn?
Out of
Yeah.
out of character, Valor full well knows this shit, but he also believes in natural selection.
You want the little one to die, don't you?
No, I don't. I don't want them to
Exterminate.
die. I don't want them to die.
Well, that's how you get like dysentery and typhoid.
But if
Gee.
natural selection comes by, I can't stop that.
Comes
It's part of
by.
nature. I can't stop the natural process. Also,
Alright.
I can't get dysentery.
I never said you would. You just don't want the goblin
Shitting
violently
everywhere.
pooping in the cart. Just shitting and farting everywhere.
Wow, what a visual. Okay, let's get back to the game.
After all of this, Scraps, do you drink the water?
Yeah, out of spite.
Oh boy. Alright, so what'd you get on your constitution? 8? Great.
Yay.
Tastes awful. There's like a little bit of mud mixed in. And it's just kind of like it's like having a protein shake in your mouth, like, and then pouring water directly into it. So like it's still very dry, but there is like some moisture within it.
Oh, that is.
That was a vile description.
Thank you.
Yeah, just
Where'd you
really
come up
gross.
with that one?
just raw dogging your protein shake.
Alex spoke
Damn.
about that one through experience. There was no other way to say it.
No, I don't just eat protein powder, you guys.
See, you're supposed to do that with like pre-workout, not protein powder.
I
Holy
don't
shit!
eat protein powder.
Yeah. We all
Alec,
know what you
Alec,
do.
why do you
Alec.
have a protein? Alec, you better not bring your protein water on Saturday.
Just bring a little like plastic bag of protein powder. Start doing lines.
Wouldn't be the first time I've seen that.
And
Alex done this before.
I'm gonna have a couple more
comment.
sips.
Yeah, with Kool-Aid.
No comment. No, it's with pixie sticks.
No, yeah. So Scraps, a solid 3 out of 10 on the moisture level. Wasn't that great, but not the worst thing you've ever tried.
Yeah. You know what?
Moist meter.
Mm-hmm.
You know something? Maybe it'll taste better the second time.
Valor's just on standby waiting for this poor thing to just
Die.
stop.
Like he's just standing like slightly behind Valor and to the side, like, no, let this happen. They're not gonna learn otherwise.
I'm not touching. I'm
They're
not
just
touching them.
watching them.
Throughout all of this, you guys just hear like Owain's jaw harp in the background. Yeah, give me another Constitution save.
Okay. Did it go? Okay. Constitution.
Okay,
21.
21. You've built
Yeah!
up a resistance.
It's that fast. It's that easy.
On the second time around, the taste hasn't really improved, but you're beginning to appreciate the fact that you have to chew this water instead of just swallowing it whole.
It's making me work for it, and it's
Yeah.
making me feel satisfied
Why-
about the work that I go through.
It's like
Is there like a crunching sound?
very much so.
See, I'm kind of like imagining it like looking like brownie batter that hasn't been cooked yet.
Yeah, but it's not like doesn't taste like brownie batter.
Oh, absolutely not. It tastes like
Tastes
mud.
like wet cement.
Uh,
I hope Scraps feels fine until the next dramatic moment, and then they start vomiting in the background.
Starts tugging on someone's sleeve. My stomach hurt.
my stomach hurt.
I said it with a little satisfied nod.
Did you like that, Scraps?
I look at Valor, and I nod.
Good. And I just give them a head pat and just go about my night.
He looks at roll fudge nuggets. Roll, right? I'm forgetting names. Ah!
You got it right.
Oh, roll! Yay!
To be
Because
fair,
they're-
he hasn't been here for some
Yeah.
time.
I've been a busy man.
Scraps
Yeah.
looks at Roland and is just gonna like hiss before just skittering into into his little cloak,
And I'm just
little home base.
shaking my head in confusion.
You know that glare where you point both of your fingers like at your eyes and then one and like your pointer finger at someone, like you're watching them.
Oh, yeah.
Zuri does that with Roland, and then walks away.
I think this was like the first time that Mina has done something kind to another PC in a campaign. This is like the result
Immediately punished for it.
of
Roland will remember this.
You're just gonna become a murder hobo.
Maybe.
Alright, after that excursion, you guys set up camp, and with kind of, secluded within this little canyon. The darkness of the night overtakes you all, and the only thing you really have is this kind of like light of the campfire. And for those of you who have dark vision, you can see a good distance out, but anything beyond the canyon or around it is very much unknown to you. Would you all like to do anything before you head to bed?
I'm gonna repair the little holes in my sleeve.
Okay.
From all the little bite marks.
Take out a little sewing kit.
Yeah.
I honestly would just like to help Roland with that. Just like holding it out for him if he needs it.
Sure. You like your eyes just kind of like glare like bright light so Roland can see what he's doing.
For a cop, not that bad.
I was not designed to be a guard first. I was designed to be a protector.
That's what they all say.
That is what the other models were designed for, to be guards.
So what came first, you or the other models?
The other models.
Yeah, basically, Alec.
yeah, protected served my ass.
I'm gonna have to start slowly developing like a Staten Island accent.
Yeah. Sorry, continue your roleplay.
The other models came first. The 14 model was the newest.
How many of the 14s are out there?
I do not know. I was deactivated for 7 years.
That's pretty fair. Are you still trying to find the other one?
That is my directive.
Well, I'm not a fan of your predecessors, but I think you're all right.
I will warn you, the 14 model is much more varied in its personalities.
Put a mask on next time I see one.
I may not need to do that.
I might trust you, but trust is always earned.
Hmm.
And got a bit of a rap sheet,
I know. But you are still a person, are you not?
Yeah, I think I'm a person at least.
I see a person in front of me. Not a criminal record.
It is nice to know that someone doesn't see me as a petty thief.
Do not get me wrong. That may still be your occupation.
Hoping you'd say that a little bit nicer, but I'll take the compliment.
Are you still a petty thief?
For now.
Do you have grander aspirations?
Always wanted to be like my dad. Nice, proud mercenary, but he didn't last too long on the battlefield.
How long did he last?
He was supposed to be gone for a year, and never came back.
And how long have you been doing mercenary work?
I haven't started just yet. It's hard to
Well,
be a mercenary when there's no war going on.
technically, under many definitions, all freelancers and adventurers are mercenaries. If
Oh,
your
point.
sword is for hire, you are still a mercenary. Have you dolled out your sword for money?
Mostly just my thieving skills. Like I've said, there's not enough need for hired swords right now. Just grave robbers.
I believe a more proud term is tomb raider. Or archaeologist.
You know, if I was actually taking, you know, cool artifacts, maybe I'd consider myself a tomb raider. But robbing the
Archaeologist
dead
then?
is not my proudest decisions.
If it is not your pride, if it is not something you enjoy, then why do it?
Gotta feed my siblings. Money's good at least.
I do believe you are a good man at heart, Roland. You
I
are
do
more
try.
than you are more than just a thief, and more than the sums of your actions.
Definitely do try, but life has a way of making you do things you're not proud of.
Then why regret them? Why regret a choice you had no matter in choosing in?
Just because I had no choice in the matter doesn't mean I can't feel bad about it.
That just means you have room to improve, to better yourself.
Where it's so easy, big cop man. Where it's
I
so
see
easy.
it. I see it easy. It is easy for me to search the world for my siblings.
Yeah, but making the good choices isn't so easy.
Would they be worth it if they were not?
No, they would not be worth it. But that's why it's worth trying, right?
I see that we have come to some mutual understanding.
For now. Still a cop.
And you are still a thief.
Touche. Touche.
I may not be equipped with the same intelligence that I used to have, but I am still armed in a battle of wits.
I think you still have room to improve.
Much like you.
Yeah.
But I will warn you. Acts that go against my directives must be dealt with. I suggest you do them unseen. Straight face, straight face, straight face.
You know, that's not the advice I'd expect to hear tonight, but I'll take it.
I cannot be a guard for a city that no longer exists.
We'll find you a new city, at least.
I have a city. I have a home. That is why I'm finding my siblings to rebuild it.
Well, hope it sounds as easy as you make it out to be.
I hope you do the wrong things for the right reasons, Roland.
I like to think that I do, but you never know.
Are you guys gonna keep going?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed.
With that roll, it just like
There's
finishes.
so much tension.
Alright, Roland goes to bed. Anyone else want to do anything before you head off to sleep, or is anyone taking watches?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a bottle of water.
Go piss, girl.
Acacia remembers that Valor 14 also wakes up early, so she would stay up taking a watch because she only needs the 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, when I deactivate, I only need 6 hours of sleep, but throughout the entire time, I can see and hear normally, so I'm on all watches technically.
Okay. Yeah, does anybody want to do anything before they head off to bed? And if not, besides like Valor, does anybody else want to like stay up and take a watch, or like besides Valor and Acacia? Yeah.
Zero will take a watch because he trances too. He's just gonna like walk around like really weirdly looking.
Okay. Do you want to stay up with Valor and Acacia, or wake up like in the middle of the night or something?
He'll wake up in the middle of the night.
Okay.
When you wake up, Acacia will go to bed.
All right. Yeah, I'd say Acacia, give me a perception check. Valor, since you're deactivated, you're not gonna be
Oh no,
like...
it's normal. I don't have. It just says that I see and hear normally.
Yeah, you see and hear normally, but I'd say like a perception check is like actively like looking around, while like I feel like if you see and hear normally but like you're deactivated, you're just kind of sitting there, so like you can see what happens, but you're not like...
Passive perception, not active, right?
Yeah.
Whoops! Get it in the dice tray, dumbass. That's a 16.
Alright, 16. And what's Valor's passive perception?
12.
Okay. As you both just, are you like talking at all, or just kind of like sitting in silence?
I'm going to tell Acacia that like she can tell me whatever she wants. She can like speak to me and vent, but I cannot speak back while deactivated.
Oh my god, trauma dumping.
So I basically just tell her you are fine to speak to me. I am listening. It's just I cannot speak back until the rest is over.
I appreciate it. I think I just have a lot to mentally unpack right now.
Then unpack, my friend. And if you do not see my eyes glow, it means I am deactivated for the night.
I feel like Acacia would spend a while just, you know, rehashing that fun little discussion in just, you know, quiet but quiet but kind of emotionally, like.
It's
And
one
then
of
he
those,
said like it was
yeah.
my fault.
Yeah, it's one
kind
of
of.
those like you can't help but like keep like having the same argument in your head and just kind of like get angry a little bit, but you're like, well, he's not here, so I can't say any more. But it's
Yeah.
just, yeah. Give me a wisdom save.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Where did I put that D20 I was just holding? Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 7. What's my bonus? Is 0. 7.
7. You get into your head a little bit as you just kind of stare at the flames, rehashing the same fight and someone that claimed to know you without really understanding what it is that happened. And this, like, how is specifically, like, Acacia feeling after, like, realizing that someone that claimed that they would, like, just be there for her throughout all of this seems to no longer be kind of, like, invested?
It's a relief to not have to pretend to be somebody she's not. And the burden of, you know, expectation is gone. But she's also mad that, like, she was getting blamed for all of this stuff and she wasn't fucking told any of the expectations, like, oh, stay home, oh, tell me where you're going, because, you know, she's a fully grown adult, even if her memory is a little hazy.
Mm-hmm.
So she's angry. She's angry that she was being treated like somebody else and like a child and had somebody's entire expectations placed on her even though she had no fucking consent to this happening.
As these thoughts just kind of like swirl in your head, you zone out for a split second, and you're not even sure how this happens, but your body remembers the feeling of combat much greater and being in peril much more like dangerous than, you know, what you experienced in the woods. Your body is that of someone who went through war, even if your mind is unaware of it. So when you do hear someone come across your camp, you instantly get up, like take out your sword. Is Acacia like wary, or is she just kind of confused as you act kind of like without really thinking?
Oh, confused.
You see approaching you from kind of like around the canyon, several people. You can't really make out how many, maybe 5 or 6. At the helm is a large orc male with a shaved head and pale green skin, with like strange scars, almost like cracks in stone or something. One of his eyes is like pure white, the other this deep black iris. You very quickly notice all of them carrying shovels, and all of them have weapons on their body. But this orc just kind of puts his hands up in a very relaxed position. Doesn't seem like very threatened by you, but is also kind of giving you the respect of you're holding a weapon and he's not going to try anything. And just goes, "Whoa, sorry, didn't mean to give you a fright there. I'm Salem. This is my crew. Weren't expecting anybody else in these dead wastes. Would you mind if we camped by you? This place gets a little eerie at night."
Oh, no, my apologies. I wasn't expecting anybody either. I mean, that I can't really speak for my companions, but I don't see a problem with sleeping nearby.
Should we do you want to wake him up and ask really quick? We don't really want to cause any trouble, but there isn't, too many other places to camp out here, and like I said, and just kind of glances up at the full moon.
Can I just insight check real quick?
Go ahead.
Oh boy! Who?
Hold on, Alec.
Yes?
I'd imagine my back is turned to them while I'm sitting in this position, and I can hear them speak, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Can I make an insight check?
I'd say, what's your passive insight?
That would be a 12.
A 12. Okay. For both of you, for Acacia, you were kind of like in your head, and then this very kind of like sudden situation caught you off guard. So you're kind of just unsure of like what to do here. Valor, they seem fairly genuine from what you can tell, but also you can't really like see them. You're not really sure what the plan here is, nor do you really, like, you haven't been alive for this long. You're not really sure what to expect, like, out here in, this kind of area. So it seems fair that someone would be like scared of this place and want to like camp out with someone.
Yeah. So Valor is going to reactivate and stand up.
Whoa.
It's they're a friend. They're not as long as you don't do anything untoward, they won't hurt you.
We just weren't expecting to see a Valor model all the way out here.
Valor approaches them, but without a weapon, and just outstretches a hand.
They're going to roll an insight check against you. Alright, they got a natural 19. Is Valor being genuine with like...
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. He's going to just kind of like take your hand firmly, shake, just give like a one shake, and then like retreat. Right.
I am designation 27. You may call me either Valor, Valor 14, or 14.
Salem. Pleasure to meet all of you. Yeah, we'll just set up camp right, down that way, and just kind of like points to the opposite end of the canyon. Won't be bothering y'all.
Do you need assistance with anything before I go back into deactivation?
Oh, well, Have you spotted any animals around here?
Unfortunately, the nature in this area is gone.
Right, that's what we were afraid of. Oh well. We got enough rations to last us.
If anything gives you trouble, make noise.
Of course. Yeah, same to you as well.
Actually, before Salem goes, Valor is going to detach something from his hip and just hold it out to him, and it's in the shape of a horn. I would like this back in the morning, but I
And
would distribute these amongst groups of guards who needed my assistance when we are separated.
no need. We're fairly loud. But I appreciate that. And the group kind of nod, seemingly uncomfortable in your presence.
I just reattach the horn to my hip, and I go back to the log and sit down.
Okay. Do you position yourself closer to their group, or where you were last?
I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to position myself facing their camp, so I like just in case, but not closer to them.
All right. So you will be out of their earshot passively.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. The group kind of like head down, maybe 50 feet away from you, like around that. Not like super close, but not super far either. Does Acacia do anything else before she wakes up Zero for his shift?
No, but when she wakes up Zero, she would inform him that there is now another group camping 50 feet away. And they seem okay, but, just keep an eye out.
Um, there's actually something I wanted to do with Acacia since I am now reactivated.
Okay, yeah.
Um, you spoke of this disagreement.
Yeah.
I Because of the closeness I have with you, I am on your side with this. But neither side is right or wrong in this situation.
Yeah.
It
I think
pains
that's what
me,
makes it frustrating.
though, I do believe your side is very compelling.
Thank you.
And I'm assuming you understand his situation in all of this.
Yeah.
In the morning, I would like you to train with me.
Sure.
And I do not want you to hold back.
Okay.
There is frustrations you must vent out.
Acacia will nod, kind of understanding what valor means. Yeah, I think you're right.
And Valor will just deactivate after saying all that.
Acacia does like a kind
your,
of long, dramatic.
your card at therapy declines and your therapist just shuts down.
I'm letting her stew in all of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Acacia just deep exhale, not like a frustrated way, just a God, I have so much to unpack but now's not the time way, and then goes to wake Zero.
Zuru does he's like lying completely still, but he does that thing where like his eyes like snap open like really like wide for no reason, and he looks at her. Well, good morning.
Morning, you said you wanted to be up when nobody else was, so now's your time.
Uh, he's gonna sit up. Alrighty, I'll take it from here. I'll okay. He gives her a thumbs up.
Acacia will thumbs up back and then go to bed.
She looks exhausted.
Just allows it.
During his whole watch, he's not looking around at all. Like he's like not like observant in any way. He's gonna be staring at the moon for the next 4 hours.
Alright, is Zero trying to like tap into something specific, or is he just in awe of like the moon?
I think he's just in awe because this is probably his first time seeing like a full moon.
There is something very beautiful about it, but something also very like cosmic horror about this like giant floating rock so close that like influences the various like places like on, you know, Earth, quote unquote. The tides, the various weather, the shadows, the times of day, and like something primal within you very much appreciates the moon in a deeper way than other passerbys. It's the same feeling that you kind of like get that stirs within your stomach of this almost like on the edge of a panic attack when you have just like a little bit too much energy drumming through your fingers. Like you need to chase down like your prey and kill it. But it passes fairly quickly.
He's gonna shiver. Yeah, I don't like how it's looking at me.
You feel like a presence behind you, and as you turn around, you see a human woman with kind of piercings and long blonde hair just kind of walk up to you and go, "Oh, sorry, you were just kind of freaking us out. Are you alright? You've been staring at that thing for several hours now."
Who are you?
Oh, sorry. I'm Uthwin. I'm with Salem's people. We're camping right out there.
Oh.
Did you not notice?
Like. Huh?
You didn't notice us talking over? Okay, you know what? That's fine. Are you good?
Yeah. He's gonna like kind of like brush himself off. I'm just looking at the thing in the sky. The
moon?
Does that not freak you out?
Haven't really thought of it.
You should.
Oh. Okay. Well, have a nice night.
You too. Or have a nice morning.
No, it's still... I'm gonna lose this. And just walks back, but like double takes, like over her shoulder.
He's gonna wave, like really cheerily.
Just like waves away to you.
I love to imagine Valor heard that entire fucking conversation and in his deactivated state just goes, "God damn it."
Valor found the most functional group of travelers possible.
This is this is like Hariki's like signature character. Yeah, Ziru, you stay awake the rest of the night, and kind of like maybe 6 a.m. You notice the group has been sleeping in shifts, and they all like quickly eat their breakfast, pack up their things, and then just move out. Just kind of like one last time, Salem and Uthwin just kind of like glance at you, just wave goodbye, and then head off. Morning comes, the sky much grayer and darker on the precipice of rain. Does Ziru wake up the rest of the party?
Yeah, he's gonna wake everyone up by I was gonna say like by like banging something together. Oh, probably by grabbing like a rock, like just like any rock, unsheathing his sword and like clanging it together. All right, guys, wake up! The sun is up, and it's time to get going.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you all awaken to this beautiful sound of I didn't get no sleep because of y'all. You won't get sleep because of me. Just banging pots and pans together.
Acacia's like somewhere in the back of her head is like, I feel like this isn't the worst wake up I've ever had, but it's up there.
This is punishment for your sins.
Hey guys, I'm not seeing anyone getting up.
Actually, Felix's resurrection ritual failed. This is hell.
Yeah. This is a nightmare, actually.
You're in hell.
I crave the sweet release of death.
Just to fuck with Zero, Valor is going to stay deactivated.
Alright, why isn't anyone getting up? I feel like I'm being pretty loud over here. I feel like this should be waking y'all up. I don't know what that
flock
means.
of birds fly off in the distance.
Scraps is gonna snore.
Okay, well.
Alec, I would actually.
Guys.
Owain is awake and gets next to Zero.
I'm like shoving moss into my ears so I can just not hear anything.
Looks at Zero. Doesn't say a word, but is just pleading for Zero to stop. But without saying a word, just staring at him with like puppy dog eyes.
Half the party is just teenagers who don't want to wake up for school.
I just want to fuck with Zero, right?
Oh, good morning, Owain. He's gonna
Please.
yell.
Please, not so loud. It's
It's
early.
Sunday.
It's so early.
Alec.
Okay, back in my barracks, we would be beat to death if we did not get up in time. I don't know how y'all are so comfortable laying in
Well,
bed.
Boomer.
We're not back in
Goodness
your days
gracious.
anymore. We're not back in your days anymore. It's nowadays.
It's nowadays.
Yes. What, did Valor want to do something?
I just in an even like Valor has his own tone of voice, and then there's like the operator voice.
Mhm.
In the operator voice, I would like Valor to just spout a random error code and say, "Reactivation attempt failed. Please try again."
Please, please input the code sent into your phone.
What's up?
Goodness, I think I broke it. Guys, please.
To
I don't know
reset
what
your
to do.
password,
I think you
access
broke
your
off.
Gmail account.
I think it's because of the noises.
Make a deception check.
Is it really?
Who me?
No, Owain.
Okay. What up?
You can make it with advantage because of Valor, though.
I didn't intend for this, but it works.
Give me 2 seconds. I dropped my
One,
wiped.
two.
Wait,
Alright,
I
you're
rolled a
dead.
16. Yippee! 16 plus 3. I rolled a 9. 19.
Okay.
19. 19.
19.
Bless you.
Yeah. Zero, do you wanna roll an insight check, or do you just believe Owen?
I think he would just believe him. Like, he doesn't know what valor is. Like, like, he wouldn't know any
You are
better.
so worried that your noise caused Valor to shut down.
His voice is gonna immediately drop to like a tiny little whisper. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh Wayne, what do we do?
I think we just gotta wait. I think he'll be. I think they'll be fine.
How many?
Just give.
Sorry.
Just give
Does
them.
Zero check up on Valor at all? Does like he get close?
Oh, what is Owain saying?
Owain's just saying like just give Valor about 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure the reset will happen.
5 minutes. Okay. I think instead of like approaching, he would start like pacing around camp, and like for 5 minutes, and then going back to Valor.
After 5
As
minutes,
soon-
you approach Valor.
After those 5 minutes, Valor has been patiently waiting for this opportunity. While he's sitting on the log, he just leans forward as if the balance got tipped. And then he just like, what's the word I want? You know when in scary movies the ghost starts like crawling on all fours?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
really fast. Valor does that towards Zero to scare the shit out of him.
Wait! Please help me!
Ricky, check your DMs real quick.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Owain is gonna cast precision.
Prestidigitation.
How you know? And thaumaturgy to just make noises and dancing lights. All 3 cantrips just to make it look like Owain, like to make it look like Ricky Valor.
make a sleight of hand check.
Why'd I put my dice away?
I
Why
don't know.
did
During
you?
a
It's-
D&D session.
Yeah, during a D&D session. What the fuck?
God, I feel like
Why'd
one
I
of those
put my-
teachers that's just like, take off your coat, stay a while.
You said sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, +2. Wait. Does Jack of all trades do for checks, or is it
Yes.
Yes.
Jack of all trades applies to all checks that you are not proficient with.
just? Ooh. So it's actually a +3.
Woo.
Whoa.
2.
What was that?
I got a 22.
Oh, 22.
Nice.
Okay. Zero, you see, like, Valor's eyes turn red and, like, really scary music start playing. Like, in
Why
the
do I hear boss
background
music?
As Valor, on all fours, begins to rush towards you, opening their mouth, and, like, flames of smoke begin to, like, emit from their body.
As soon as after like
Hold on. Like, what does Valor do, like, while seeing all of this?
honestly, he's just gonna like do the crawl for like 2 seconds and then just stand up on both his feet and act like nothing happened.
What is Zero doing?
Well, I mean, while Valor was crawling, I think he would have like comedically like jumped into the air and go, oh my god, oh yeah. And then like I think he would run away. I honestly think he'd run out of camp.
Zero just sprints out of camp.
I think he'd go on all fours, like trying to get out of there, like as soon as he could.
Valor, the thing that you did as a bit, Zero does in like on purpose, and you just see a grown-ass man in like drow armor get on all fours and start scrambling out of the canyon.
Are the rest of us just watching this?
I don't know. Half of you guys wanted to sleep for 5 more minutes, so you tell me.
I
You
think
definitely
Acacia
hear
would
it,
wake
though.
up halfway through this and just
You-
watch.
I'm just like sitting up in my sleeping bag.
Keisha and Roland are just like the mean girls at a slumber party.
This is just karma for the bad wake up.
So after I see Zero run for a little bit, I was like, Zero, it's all fine.
He's gone.
Owen looks at Valor. I think we should go get him.
Probably.
Alright, Zero make a stealth check, Valor and Owain make a perception check.
Natural one.
Incredible.
13. Oh, it doesn't matter.
I'm just picturing Zero like one of those fucking cats at Halloween, arched back, puffed up.
Yeah.
Literally, that's literally him right now.
Valor and Owain, you guys immediately spot Zero just like just
Why
like
do I-
preparing to attack, but like his face like half buried in the dirt, like trying to hide from you.
Like a fucking ostrich. So, I am going to very slowly and calmly approach Zero.
Your whole
Zero.
body is shaking.
Back! Back, I say!
Zero, it was a joke. I'm sorry for scaring you.
He's gonna like kind of peek at him from like above a little rock.
You, George.
Are their eyes normal?
Yes. Valor looks normal.
He's gonna like stand up and brush himself off. I knew that. I knew that, guys. That was a good one. I didn't know you were capable of making jokes. Oh, boy.
I am not.
What?
But I am.
This unit was not programmed with jokes.
The jokes are me.
Because
And then Valor like looks at Zero, leans over and says, I see you when you sleep.
There he goes. Oh, sweet baby wave mother. He's gonna run back to camp.
Yeah, they're just saying no.
All of these shenanigans take up to like half an hour. During all of that, a thunderstorm very much just like happens, and you are all completely soaked in horrible rain. Claps of thunder heard in the distance, and you all kind of like have to either scramble to get all of your belongings so they're not like completely soaked, or you just don't give a fuck. So like everybody tell me what camp they lie in.
Valor does not give a fuck.
Right. Is there anybody like who's trying to like actively like make sure that like the camp gets packed up properly and all of your sleeping bags aren't soaked?
I think Acacia would try for a minute and then would be like, wait a minute. This is like the first time in a long time I felt rain, and would just kind of stare at the sky for a little bit.
I'm trying to get my shit as dry as I can.
Roland's got somewhere to be.
Got shit to do and I like to be comfortable at night.
Do you pack up only your belongings? Just leave everybody else's?
I mean, I only set down my stuff.
Libertarian ass.
Owen just like,
Yeah.
Owen's just packing up their stuff as if it was like normal. They're not rushing. They're just kind of like, well, we gotta pack up anyway.
You all pack up, get your poor horses, and open carriage without that like does not have a roof, and continue on your journey north after that whole debacle. as you all continue through the stretch of dead waste, much greener grass and more lively plants and various trees off in the distance, kind of like give you a little bit of hope, and kind of like passing this like very clear threshold of like completely destroyed wasteland, and then you know, green pastures and live grass. It's not as much of a victory because you are all very wet and very soaked. I would like whoever wants to give me a perception check as you are hobbling down the road.
I rolled a nat one.
Excellent. I think Acacia is just like holding her tongue out to try and taste the rainwater.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Little
Just staring up at the sky,
Oh,
blinking water.
Hello, everybody. We got a natural 20 over here.
little wipers come out of the bottom of Valor's like eyes and just start going so his vision's a little impaired at the moment.
Is is Scraps enjoying the weather or not at all?
Scraps is just kind of just like gnawing on the little bits of like leg
Roland's arm.
crumbs that they have from like the body they collected a few days ago.
Gotcha. It is beginning to like slowly rot.
Yeah, it's just like oh
It's
Oh.
fermenting.
yeah, I gotta get it now. Or it goes too bad.
That's extra flavor.
So it has a nice musk.
Right. Through this, and Roland, your trained eye specifically for like passerbys, you're always just kind of like alert. You notice a figure with kind of like a water-soaked cloak and a little like walking stick, kind of like hunched back, just walking along the road, and you kind of like get close to them and begin to pass them, and Ziru, you notice this as well.
I'm gonna call out to him, like, "Hey, old man, where are you going to?"
Me?
I don't see any other.
The cart drives by. Do you? Does the cart stop, or do you just, hey, old man, and then drive off?
Splash him with water.
Zuru would not stop. Zuru would probably like avoid him, like he'd go off the road a little to try to go around
No,
him.
you hit him. You run the old man over. So Zero is not stopping. Roland, are you trying to get like the cart to stop, or are you just giving up?
I'm gonna like try and shake Zero's shoulder, and if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna throw my hands up in the air in defeat.
Yeah, Zuru would kind of like put his hand up and he'd go, hey, no backseat driving.
Okay.
The old man calls out, and you just splash him with water from the wheels as like you maneuver the cart around him. He just goes, ah!
Well,
Falls over.
well, is he calling out?
No, he's just confused by the interaction.
Okay, cool.
As we're driving past him, I'm going to just say I'm sorry.
It's the
looking back through the windshield.
You draw a heart in the windshield. Jesus Christ.
That was a close one. You almost stopped us.
I like to imagine Owain sitting next to Zero,
Yeah.
playing their job.
Everyone just sees
Wait.
this and Zero like exclaims, "Oh, that was close. We almost had him stop us."
It's raining as we're driving, right?
Yeah.
Owen is playing their ocarina, not the jaw harp.
Oh god. All right. As you continue moving through the storm, give me an animal handling check, Zero. As you are trying your very best. The horses like comply with all of your actions, but it's not easy. Though somehow you are just kind of like through just like sheer force of will and refusing to stop for any reason. Like someone just goes, "I gotta go to the bathroom," and you're like, "You should have gone before we left." And just continue.
Here's a bottle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's a bottle.
Continue marching on. You guys are making great time. You're gonna get to the airport 2 hours before your plane leaves.
Or like 5.
3 hours.
Everybody got their passports.
No.
Krabs has a piece of paper with their name poorly written. Stapled to their cloak.
Name, Scraps, gender, yes, I have one, officer.
Gender green.
I have one carry-on.
Scraps is the carry-on.
I am the carry-on.
Oh my god.
Scraps is actually just a checked bag, not the carry-on.
You're gonna do great. And like what's
I'm here
the
to
fuck?
check
Not the
in.
brig. What's the thing called on the airplanes where you leave all your luggage?
Cargo?
Yeah, Scraps is going in the
I'm
cargo
here
bay.
to check in my one luggage. Oh, really? This is a goblin. Nope.
He folds
No,
into a suitcase.
You know how you can bring a service animal on the plane?
Yeah.
Extra
Emotional
service
support goblin.
They just put like the little
Okay.
harness. They put a service animal harness
Please do
over
not
Scraps.
pet. Goblin at work. Please do not pet.
Do not pet.
All right. You are getting very close to the capital city. As you do so, Valor,
Yes.
you just have this like little sense, not your body, but like the moss that has like grown on top of you and has like the various like little critters kind of like living in like that has made like their home inside your body, and like the various kind of like grass and moss covering your like rusted over parts, almost kind of like like are happier and seem like more healthy. Give me a survival check.
Oh man.
7. You notice a large tree, kind of like almost growing through the clouds, kind of like to the like northwest of where you currently are. And
Like-
you,
Here?
the big tree,
Here.
the big fuck
Yeah,
off tree.
yeah, here.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Okay, I pinged there.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry. But you just kind of like see a shadow of it. Essentially, it is massive. Yeah.
Question.
Hmm.
How far is this tree from the path?
On cart, maybe like an extra hour or two. Just because like there is like a main road, like there are paths like leading to it, though they're like not as well like laid out. Yeah, maybe like an hour, in the rain, like an hour and a half.
I'm gonna bring this up to the group. Uh, everyone. That tree in the distance. I would like to visit it. Is that okay?
I have no objections, and I support you 100%.
Is it like a special tree?
The creatures using my body for housing seem to like it.
You scared me.
Alec, do I know anything about this tree?
Make a history check.
I'm gonna give myself psychic damage.
Okay.
I hope you know that. Um, that's a 14 with my situational expertise is 22.
22.
I roll a d4 for damage, right? Yeah, I
Mhm.
do. I rolled a 1 to
Nice.
take those.
Yeah, you guys notice Acacia kind of like wince a little bit. That tree is known as the Emerald Father, and this kind of like large expanse of like grass fields and rolling hills are known as the Emerald Wastes. And this is more so like legend and kind of like superstition, and more of just kind of like a love the earth, like you get what you give type of like thinking. But the Emerald Father is very sacred to kind of like wood elf and like halfling communities. And some believe it does hold like magical properties in healing various parts of the land, though that wasn't one of the places that you ever really visited because you had more important things to worry about.
Okay, yeah, I share this information with the class.
Zuri's going to like immediately veer in that direction, like as
You
as like
take a
as
left
jerkily as he can, as jerkily as he can, like immediately heading for the
Just
tree.
splash another old man with water.
We didn't hit him this time.
Oh boy!
Okay, go back, you gotta hit him.
That old man would not have stopped for us.
Acacia just looks at Valor and does a little thumbs up.
I'm surprised we haven't flipped the cart over with Valor inside of it.
Valor, every time he feels it turn in one direction, he immediately goes in the other.
It's funny.
He like leans.
Hey, if you guys ever need to like
Zuri's
break.
like,
Sorry, go ahead.
it's funny. Zuri's like the same like height as Valor, by the way. And he's also like 300 pounds. I feel like he was like counterbalancing. Like, he's a big dude.
For Mina's immersion, we'll see you guys got a really nice cart.
The fucking wheels are
Deluxe.
screaming at us.
They've been just like torn down to nubs.
Very strong horses.
These horses are having the workout of their lives. Oh yeah, cart is constantly creaking. As you make that left turn and just kind of like book it towards the tree, you all have to like hold on a little bit as the cart like nearly tips over. Valor, you immediately scramble to the other end, plops back onto the ground and makes its way towards the Emerald Father. You all approach, and through like the rain and the fog, see massive branches holding various little houses, and the tree canopy has various vines and flowers kind of like streaming down from it. And as you get closer, you notice that they are like rather thick, and can be used as like transportation throughout this like little village built on treetops and branches. Um, and this little like village kind of like welcomes you as you notice lots of halflings just kind of going about their days through the rain, seemingly gathering a lot of rainwater, tending to their animals as best as they can, and trying to keep everything mostly dry while still appreciating like the free water and like free bath for some. You park your cart, and that's where we'll pick up next session.
Yippee!